Barnaby wasn't very bright. He often found himself in situations that left him scratching his head, wondering how he got there. He had a heart of gold, always ready to lend a helping hand to anyone in need. Whether it was hugging a child, helping an elderly neighbour, or giving a thoughtful gift, Barnaby was there, but his head was often stuck in the clouds. He would spend hours daydreaming, looking up at the sky with a dreamy expression, lost in his own world. He lived in a little village where everyone knew him. The quaint streets and small-town scenery were filled with friendly neighbours who always had a smile and a wave for Barnaby. They loved him even though he caused a lot of trouble. His well-meaning actions often led to minor chaos, but the villagers couldn't help but smile at his antics. One sunny morning, Barnaby woke up with a smile. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and he felt a surge of energy and purpose. He wanted to help his neighbour, Mrs. Periwinkle. She was an elderly lady who always had a kind word for Barnaby. She needed her fence painted. The old wooden fence had seen better days and was in desperate need of a fresh coat of paint. Barnaby grabbed his paintbrush and a can of paint. He was determined to do a good job and make Mrs. Periwinkle happy. He skipped down the road, eager to help. The sun was warm on his face, and he felt a sense of pride and excitement. He found the fence easily. It was right where Mrs. Periwinkle had said it would be, standing tall and waiting for its new coat of paint. But instead of white paint, he grabbed pink. Barnaby didn't notice. He was too focused on the task at hand, not realizing the mix-up. He happily painted Mrs. Periwinkle's fence with bright pink stripes. Each stroke of the brush brought a smile to his face, completely unaware of the colourful surprise he was creating. Another day, Barnaby went to town. It was a bright and sunny morning, and the town square was bustling with activity. People were chatting, children were playing, and the market stalls were filled with colourful goods. Barnaby wore his best hat, a bright yellow sunflower sticking out of the band. He always believed that a cheerful hat could brighten anyone's day, and today was no exception. He wanted to buy a gift for his friend, Mr. Grumbles, who was feeling down. Mr. Grumbles had been having a tough week, and Barnaby thought a thoughtful gift might cheer him up. As he strolled past the shops, something caught his eye. He saw a pair of trousers in a shop window. They were unlike any trousers he had ever seen before. They were bright red and covered in yellow polka dots. The colours were so vibrant that they seemed to jump out at him. Perfect, thought Barnaby. Mr. Grumbles loves bright colours. These trousers would surely bring a smile to his face. Without a second thought, he marched into the shop and bought the trousers. The shopkeeper gave him a curious look, but handed over the trousers with a smile. Barnaby was so excited to see how they looked that he forgot to take off his own trousers before trying on the new ones. The shopkeeper was shocked and couldn't help but chuckle at the sight. But Barnaby just smiled, feeling quite pleased with himself. He walked out of the shop wearing 2 pairs of trousers, ready to surprise Mr. Grumbles with his unique gift. One afternoon, Mrs. Jenkins asked Barnaby to deliver a pie. It was a special apple pie for her sister. Barnaby promised to be careful. He smelled the delicious aroma of the pie. He couldn't resist. He took a bite. It was the best apple pie he had ever tasted. He ate the whole thing. He felt bad. He couldn't deliver an empty dish. He saw a mud puddle. He carefully filled the pie dish with mud, making it look like a real pie. He delivered it to Mrs. Jenkins's sister. She was in for a surprise. Barnaby loved animals. He went to the village fair. There was a pig race. He wanted to help his favourite pig, Percy. Percy was slow. Barnaby felt sad for Percy. He decided to give Percy a little push. He snuck into the racing track. Just as Percy passed by, Barnaby gave him a big shove. Percy flew through the air. He landed in first place. Everyone cheered. Barnaby was proud. He got a stern talking to from the judges, but even they had to chuckle at Barnaby's antics. Barnaby may have been a fool, but he was a lovable fool. He had a knack for making people smile, even when things didn't go as planned. His antics were legendary in the small town where he lived. His heart was always in the right place. He wanted to help, whether it was carrying groceries for an elderly neighbour or fixing a child's broken toy. Barnaby was always there with a helping hand. He wanted to make people happy. His jokes, though sometimes corny, never failed to bring laughter. He had a way of turning the mundane into something magical. He might have mixed up colours, often showing up in the most outrageous outfits. His fashion sense was a source of endless amusement. worn 2 pairs of trousers, one over the other, without realizing it. His absent-mindedness was part of his charm, or delivered a mud pie instead of a cake at a community event. Yet no one could stay mad at him for long, but he always did it with a smile. His infectious grin could light up the darkest of days, and that's what made him so special. Barnaby's unique personality was a beacon of joy in the community. He taught everyone the importance of laughter and kindness, showing that a simple act of goodwill could make a big difference, even when things went wrong. Barnaby had a way of comforting others, making them see the silver lining in every cloud. Barnaby reminded everyone that life was an adventure full of unexpected twists and turns. And sometimes it was okay to laugh at the mishaps along the way. His ability to laugh at himself was a lesson in humility. He was a true original, someone who embraced his quirks and made the world a brighter place. A lovable fool with a heart of gold. Barnaby's legacy was one of joy, kindness, and the reminder that it's okay to be yourself.